Are you ready to learn what you don't know about content? You're in the right place. This is the Content Explorer Podcast, a show where host Kim Boltzmann and Coco Lyons dive into the messy world of content marketing. Kim and Coco bring you all things content hacks, tools, and tips about social media, SEO, copywriting, and more. Take their advice to make your content generation wickedly efficient, with results you can take to the bank.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Content Explorer Podcast. My name is Kim.
And I'm Coco. Kim, what is SEO?
Oh, man, we're going to dive right into this, aren't we?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, first episode, Okay. Well, okay. So SEO stands for Search Engine Optimization. And a lot of people they're really excited about it because they want more SEO for their website, and they really don't quite understand what that means. And I'm going to give you just a little bit of background behind SEO. So how SEO used to work back in the old days before you were born.
All right, Mom.
I just went there. So back in the old days before the internet became really popular, you would hire someone to literally hard code your website. And those people, what they would do is in the white spaces around the sides, they would actually embed the keywords into those white spaces. And so you could actually take your mouse and highlight in those places, and you could see all these keywords show up in the white because
it's a word find.
Yeah, yeah, right. It's like word find. Hidden. Yeah.
Declaration of Independence.
Yeah, right. Yeah. It's in there somewhere. But yeah, so what they would do in that case is called keyword stuffing. So they were stuffing keywords into that kind of white content or black content or whatever color they had. They would match the color of the text to the color of the background. And, search engines like Google at first was like, oh, this is great. They're really using this keyword. And now as Google and really there's only two search engines out there. It's Google and Bing. Mm-hmm. So AOL and Ask use Google, Yahoo uses Bing. So really there's only two out there. Mm-hmm. I mean, I know there's a DuckDuckGo and all that, but essentially they're still using someone else's search results to produce, mm-hmm. information. But so as SEO has evolved and as Google has evolved, basically people, they're okay, so yeah, you've got the same keyword in here 250 times. That's you're trying too hard. And so now today's SEO is knowing how your target demographic searches and taking those search terms, because you have to do your own research, right, mm-hmm. to figure that out, and using those search terms in your website.
Wow. So it goes beyond just taking the words of how you describe your business and how you describe what you do to even saying, how does my target demographic search it? Do they search Omaha's SEO company or SEO Omaha?
Right. And honestly, either way, that stuff is going to come up. Mm-hmm. Regardless of the order that you have the words, Google's algorithms are smart enough to pick that up. But you do still want to, make sure you're doing your own research to figure out.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And the biggest pitfall that many businesses fall into or succumb to or whatever, but is that they know the language of their business, but they don't realize that the people who are searching for them don't know that language.
Oh.
So if I'm a organic lawn care company and I'm talking about, these specific, be safe organic lawn care, people probably aren't looking for that. They're looking for, an organic lawn care company in mm-hmm. Omaha. So That's the keyword that you want to apply. And you get one keyword, and I call them a keyword, but it's really a phrase. Usually mm-hmm. it's 3 to 5 words, but you get one keyword per page.
Oh, wow. Only one.
Right.
So how specific should you be with your keywords and that sort of thing?
Right. So, a normal keyword a regular keyword phrase, I said it was like 3 to 5 words, but sometimes you can have what are called long tail keywords. And they're more like, you know, those questions that you search on Google, or if you search something, the questions start coming up. Those are the things that if you are providing answers to that along with the question in your content, then that not only are you're ranking, you may have already tried to rank a page for a particular keyword, but if you include that keyword into a long tail keyword, now you're opening up the avenue for which people can find your business, because all of those words can be intermixed together.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It's like, word find, right?
Yeah.
Or, you get this, how many words can you make from this?
Yeah.
How many combinations can you make from this 7 keyword phrase,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So where do you start? There's a lot of words out there.
There are. I mean, Google really is the best place to do it. I mean, and the really best place, the really best place,
the best of the best.
The best of the best.
Good, better,
the bestest is going into either private mode or incognito mode when you're in any sort of browser, whether it's Safari or Chrome or Firefox or whatever, because what that does is it erases your prior search history, so to speak, so that Google is implementing a fresh search. Because you think about it, Google knows you.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Facebook knows.
Yeah.
Targets my ads because of what I Google on Google.
Right. Yeah. So since it knows it, and you've probably visited your website, 17 times today, right?
I'm the only one that visits my website.
But yeah, I mean, so you visited your website a lot. So your browser knows that when you search for that, it's going to pull you up on first page, you know? So that's kind of the other thing is that people have to remember is you have to go incognito when you're doing these searches. And then you can figure out from there. I mean, there's a lot of places out there that can help you with that too. Any sort of keyword generator or SpyFu, it's SPYFU.com. And we'll have that in the show notes too. But SpyFu has a kind of a free way that you could do some research like that. You can even put your website in.
Oh.
Yeah, and you can put your competitor's website in.
Ooh.
Get it? SpyFu.
I get it.
Anyway, there's a whole history behind that, but that's for a totally different podcast episode. So, but anyway, yeah. So that, I mean, you just have to start researching and start asking your clients how they find you.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Did they hear it from somebody? Did they do a search and you came up? Ask people. And that's the best place to do it because ultimately word of mouth is still the best way, right? But if they couldn't remember what your name of your business was called when they heard it from their friend, then you've got the keywords that are associated with how they might be looking for you. Yeah. You have to cater to that.
You gotta be sneaky, but not too sneaky.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. And it's just all about it's thinking about the audience. They're number one. It's not, I know how, I know the smart stuff in my world. I want to make sure all my competitors know that. Honestly, your clients and customers could give 2 shits less. Yeah.
I don't care.
This is not going to be a PC podcast.
I only care if you do good work.
Yeah, right? So, all right.
Yeah.
That was a great question.
I'm happy to bring it.
Yeah.
I got educated.
Yeah.
Hopefully others did.
Yeah. And we're going to be doing this. Lots of questions like this. Make sure you guys check out contentexplorepodcast.com. We do have show notes on there. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Go anywhere that you're listening, your favorite podcast place, and subscribe there for more information. But on our website, you'll be able to, if you have got a question, we have a form that you can fill out, and maybe you'll get some sweet swag from us if we feature your question on the podcast.
Wow.
All right, so
I'm excited.
This is great.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see you guys next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
It is such an honor that you joined us today on the Content Explorer podcast, presented by A Cup of Content. If you love what you learn, leave the Content Explorer podcast a 5-star review on your favorite podcasting platform. Be sure to sign up for our weekly emails about new podcast releases at contentexplorepodcast.com or subscribe to our YouTube channel to see the episodes and additional content we don't share here.